okay, I'm almost done with it. It's not that I don't love you anymore. As a matter of fact, I don't think I'll ever stop loving you. The problem is that I don't want to continue loving you. Oh, this is why I can't handle any type of story at all. I should go to the beginning. I should go to the beginning just for this. So, hold up. I want to see the story. I want y'all to know the story with me first before we go back to the story and cry again. It was hard, but in the end, I learned to accept that I didn't deserve to be forgiven. It had been 3 years since Lizzy, I'm Lizzy, which is YN, left. I wonder how she's doing. Did she find someone else to be the father of our daughter? Is she happy in the US? I sighed as I set the papers down in my hands. A knock sounded from the door leading into my office. Come in, I called. My dad's personal assistant stepped through the door. President Todoroki, the CEO would like to see you in his office. I'll be there in a few minutes, I replied. They exited the hell my office, leaving me alone yet again. What could my father possibly want this time? Well, I still despise Endeavor. What this time? I rose from my seat at my desk and made my way out of my office. I made my way down the hall and took a few turns before arriving at the large door leading into his office. I knocked on the S door before open and stubborn. Shoto, stated my father as he saw me. What do you need? I asked in a calm tone. I have a few questions for you, he replied. I haven't necessarily been the best father. I know you haven't been the best father. Even I know that because I'm in season 2. I want to curse, but I can't. God. If I was alone at the house, I would have been cursing already. Anyway, to you and your siblings, but as you know, I've been trying to Oh, really? Get to the point, I said. That woman, your ex-wife, what are your thoughts on her? Do you still have feelings for her? He asked. Why are you bringing her up? I asked, narrowing my eyes at him. I don't know what you're planning, but don't even think of putting her through any more pain. She's gone through enough. Relax, I was only asking a question, he stated. And I believe your reaction gives me a good enough answer. Now tell me what your thoughts on... I really can't say her name, but Yao Rozu. I like, this is why I call her, that's why I just stick to her. Is it her last name? I don't know. Her other name, Momo, or nothing, I replied. She's part of the reason why I ended up driving Lizzy away. I didn't say YN again. I see. Well, I want you to discuss a project with a company based on Kyoto, he stated. You'll be staying there for an entire month to act as our representative. Why do I need to go? Why do I need to go? Doesn't the public relations department have plenty of people they could send? In fact, you could send your personal assistant. There's no reason for you to be sending me. If this project is successful, you will not only be taking the position as CEO, but also inherit the entirety of Endeavor Corporation, he replied. I'm growing old. I know. You're okay. I'm a horrible person. And I would have handed the company over to you 3 years ago, but I felt that you needed time to recover first. I believe you're ready. When will I be leaving? Hold up. I need to blow my nose. At the end of this week, he replied, your flight will be at 8 o'clock in the morning. You should arrive at your destination a few minutes past 9 o'clock. Alright, is that all? I asked. Yes, you will be emailed the details for this project soon. You can take the rest of this week off. I was shocked to say the least. After all, as a father, he hadn't been actively present in my life, considering he had devoted all of his time trying to running the company. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Father, I stated before turning around and leaving his office. I made my way down the hall and back towards my office. I grabbed any important files I had yet to review and then exited, ugh, catching a few glances as I went. That's Todoroki Shoto. A few stupid. A few would whisper to their coworkers, I heard he cheated on his wife and they got divorced. Actually, hold up. They never actually officially divorced though. I'm scared. Others would gossip. Who cares? That just means he's open for me to declare the small few. I will actually go to your house and murder you. But it's just a story, so I can't. Ugh. I rolled my eyes whenever I saw these people. What right did they have to assume I'd be willing to get into a relationship with them? Who left and gave them that right? Oh, Lizzy did. Of course I did. I need therapy. Sighing, I exited my office building and made my way towards the car. Tossing the documents carelessly into the passenger seat, I buckled my seatbelt and started the engine. I exited the parking lot and made my way back to what used to be our home. It's now your home, so don't start calling it our home. 100% am I okay? Our home. It certainly wasn't the same after she left. Of course it isn't. I'm the JK. Parking in the driveway, I exited the car, bringing the documents with me. Unlocking the front door, I stepped inside. I gazed around all the pictures. Hold up, can I pause this recording? My space won't do it. Okay. Where was I? Alright. I exited the car, bringing the documents with me. Unlocking the front door, I stepped inside. I gazed around at all the pictures hanging on the walls. Many times I thought of taking them down and throwing them away the same way I had thrown away her love for me. You I carefully lifted a particular frame from the wall. It was a picture of us at a local food festival about 5 years ago. Has it really been that long? I returned the frame to the wall before entering the dining room. My gaze fell on the wilted bouquet of she had bought all those years ago. Of course, it wasn't easily recognizable as it once was. The dead fallen petals lay on the table surrounding the vase. Oh, sounds like me! Anyway, there's no reason for me to keep them here, but I couldn't bring myself to get rid of them. They were part of the few reminders I had left that she was a part of my life. In the end, I lost a woman I loved. No matter how long I spent laying awake in bed, I couldn't seem to figure out why I did it in the end. All I could say was that through my own stupid actions, I lost her. Hell yeah, you did. Hold up. Oh, this is the last one. Great. Wait, what? I just started though, you little bastard. Okay. Mama, look, cheered Miyu as she pointed at a large teddy bear through a store window. Do you like the teddy bear? I asked, smiling at my daughter as I held her in my arms. Don't spoil her, laughed Mina. After leaving my old life behind, I completely cut off ties with everyone, including Izuku and Ochako. God darn it. I made new friends, Mina being my closest, and I learned how to be happy again. I had given birth to Miyu 2.5 years ago. Ever since then, I worked on being happy and letting go of my past for her sake. Of course, I never forgot him. In fact, it would be a lie to say that I no longer loved him. It was hard to forget about him when Miyu resembled him so much. She had beautiful snow-white hair that turned to red at the tips, paired with bright my eye color? Teal, I guess. Teal hues that were always filled with curiosity. In her, I saw him. Mama, can we get the bear? Asked Miyu as she stared through the window. You're spoiling her. I don't know how to say the hell. Okay, but whatever. That's what my friends would be. Anyway, said Mina. She has an entire closet of stuffed toys, but she doesn't have a bear that's 3 times her size. Sounds like me. Once I read this again, I'll start crying. God. I replied, laughing as I made my way towards the store with Mina following behind. The bear's nearly the size of you. Are we really going to haul it around the mall? Heck yeah, questioned Mina as I lifted the bear from its shelf with one arm while holding me. What is my quirk though? In the other, Mina grabbed the bear, carrying it for me. Thanks, and yes, we'll be carrying it around. I laughed. I actually didn't though. Ugh. She groaned as we brought it towards the counter. Bear! Cheered me with a laugh. Thank you, Mama. This will be 6,000 yen. Oh. Ahem. I swiped my card and we made our way out of the store. That's an awful lot for a bear, said Mina, eyeing the bag in my hand. Yeah, I guess it's not like I'm low on money, I replied. I nearly forgot that you became a famous author. I did. Anyway, said Mina, your books are being sold everywhere. Shh, not so loud. Others will find out the identity of Mahokaya. I joked. You'll expose me. Why do you use a pen name? Asked Mina. Some people prefer to stay under the radar. I wanted to be able to work from home so I could take care of Miu. So I believe becoming a writer with an alias was a good option. I can't read properly anymore, I explained. I understand I'd want to avoid as much attention as possible, especially if I had a child, said Mina. Oh, isn't that Bakugo? Bakugo? I thought he practically lives in his office. I laughed. And he's with a handsome guy, exclaimed Mina. Let's go. She grabbed the hand that was carrying the bag with the bear and began driving me by my wrist. We entered a nicely decorated cafe which was filled with people. Mina, which was filled I hate my life right now. Mina dragged me towards where she claimed to have seen Bakugo, yet another friend. Eventually, he came into view, but my eyes widened when I saw who he was with. I bet it was Todoroki. I swear, if it is, I'm going to die. I stopped in my tracks and my body felt stiff. Lizzy, what are you doing? Come on! Exclaimed Mina as she blinked at me. I can't go there. I missed the word, but I don't know. I stuttered. Suddenly, our eyes met. My teal eyes met his familiar gray and blue orbs. I know those. That's... It felt like the world stopped and everything seemed to freeze in place as we simply stared at each other in shock. Lizzy? And... Holy shit. Okay, I did not curse entirely. So can we just go here? Okay, before I actually read the part, I'm going to prepare some water. Be right back. Prologue. I guess that's what you say. Every moment with you, you made me feel like I was flying. Now I'm sitting here wondering why I'm crying. All of that is in the past since you left me alone. How long has it been since you last picked up the phone? You broke me beyond repair. Now I'm sitting here drowning in despair. Ooh, I can't read this out loud, but I'm going to point where I am. Ooh, that's something. Oh, damn. I don't care about my charger right now. If I don't cry, that's good. Oh. Oh, I can't read the note. Happy second anniversary, baby. I'm sorry I had to leave so early in the morning for you. So I probably missed spending this morning and afternoon with you. It probably isn't much, but I thought of you when I saw it. I hope you enjoy it. My hand flew to my phone as I checked it. June 18th, 2:34 in the morning. Oh. The house was my shadow and I became so much happy. This story is so true. I had a nice first shadow with blood attack. If I was selfish, shadow would want to spend more time with me. I wanted my thoughts was absurd to trauma to my own state of mind. They say evil. I got my hopes to get the resident and thought it would be fun. I rushed towards the fix of my hair as I went. Swinging open, I was greeted by a tall woman with long black hair that she was organized into a smoking ponytail. She blinked at me for a second, almost expecting me in shock. I'm sorry, I was looking for the residence of Todoroki Shoto. Oh no, she said in a kind voice. I may have gotten my boyfriend's address mixed up with you. Going to lay down back. You would go to other places than to see your waifu. That is terrible. I am either torn between killing him or killing. Oh, they actually did officially divorce. I have terrible memory. What about these trends? You can't fix something that you broke. Okay, you can if you do something right. I mean nice. But no, that's not how you fix it. It just takes hours. Suddenly the doors to the shop swung open and I turned my head to see who had walked in. Lizzy. I ducked behind the counter before she could turn her head in my direction. The usual, said a cheery voice. The usual! That's how I'd say it. And plus, it's in Lizzy's voice anyway, so yeah. Said a cheery voice as she walked towards the counter. She comes here often? Right away, Miss Todoroki. Mrs. Todoroki. I don't know how to use Miss and Mrs. I'm dumb, okay? I think Mrs. Right? Yeah. Mrs. Todoroki. I don't give a anymore. A second. This is the part where it actually did get me. Here you go, exclaimed the florist. A dozen Assyria roses. Hey, why do you always buy these flowers? I understand that they're pretty, but you've been buying a bouquet once a week for the past 3 months. Well, the beautiful red and white remind me of my husband. He hasn't been... Wait, what the fuck? He's been a bit busy with work lately and hasn't been able to come home until late up at night. These flowers brighten brighten up the home. Sounds like Mino. Do you know their meaning? As far as I know, there's no exact meaning for them. Is that so? I need to get something from the back real quick. I'll return as soon as possible. They're simply they're simply a silent reminder of his love for me. Artificial. Ah. Mm-mm. Shut up! I hate these noises of construction. Are relationships supposed to be like these flowers? Do they all eventually die too? What happened to finding the one? What happened to finding happily ever after? What happened to true love? All of those don't exist. Flowers represent relationship. No wonder that they're given every time Valentine's Day comes around. Everything that they give gets broken. Chocolate gets eaten and it runs out too. Flowers get wilted and they die. The gifts, like stuffed animals, they get broken. Even the cards. Oh my gosh. No wonder. No wonder you keep those for Valentine's. I stared at the voice before me. I can't keep doing this to myself. I walked up to the steps and then big moving towards the closet where I kept my suitcase. I need to wipe my nose. It's true. Once you think someone's actually not looking at you, you just go. I just please go back to what? Anyway. The person in the picture never changes, but the person out the picture, no, the person in the picture never changed, but the person, oh, fuck you, because pictures never change, but the person in the picture actually do change. That's why. Paper and a pen, putting together a note for him, setting down the writing utensil. I carefully pulled off the ring on my finger, single Soon enough, I will have the biggest spouse. Soon enough, I will have the portion left. Soon enough, I won't have to suffer for someone who has already let go of whatever he had. I would like to go back in time too and warn myself about this too. No. Dear Shoto, I'm sorry I can't give life to myself anymore. It's too harmful to my own state of mind for me to push forward like this. I'm tired of waking up to an empty bed and praying to an empty home. I'm tired of seeing the marks on your neck. I'm tired of pretending I'm alright. I'm tired of pretending I'm happy. I'm tired of everything. I've hit my breaking point and it's getting harder to hide. I kept telling myself that someday you'd stop. I waited for months only to be reminded every day by those marks on your neck that you were with her. My head is full of thoughts that no one should have. I shouldn't look at a knife while making dinner and thinking of ending everything. I shouldn't walk on a bridge and consider jumping off. I shouldn't look at a moving car and think of jumping in front of it. I plan on finding reliable therapists on finding a reliable therapist to help me, but until then, don't expect to hear from me from anytime soon. I'm saying goodbye to the man I love, to the man I'll never be able to forget, to the man I'll always keep in my heart, to the man I'll always think about when I'm sad. I've been fighting with myself over whether or not to tell you or not, but at the very least, you deserve to know. I've been pregnant for 3.5 months now. When you noticed there was a small bump, or did you not care at all? As much as I would love wanted you to see her, I'd rather not put our child in the kind of living a broken family in the end. Losing a father is much worse than not having one in the first place, isn't it? I hope you live a happy life. This is goodbye. Love, Lizzy Diamonds. That's my name. Diamonds, Lizzy, apparently. Hot tears. Can't do this to me. Every red light made me grow more and more anxious. Please, you have every right to leave, but I don't think I'll be able to take it. More tears come. My phone rang and I reached towards it with a shaky hand, hoping I was heard. But as I read the script, my hopes were shattered. Like my hopes were shattered. But I thought it would get better, you know? To the rookie, Ochako got her to miss her flight. She got a new ticket for the next one. You have a little over an hour. Where are you, young Midoriya? Do you not care? He does not care, okay? If he did, he would have already screamed. He would have already screamed that he was on the way to her. Of course I care. I yelled, then get there. He yelled back, I'm stuck in traffic. You're really going to let traffic hold you back? His voice was filled with anger at his tone. Right now, I have no idea why I'm helping you. Maybe it's because we went to high school together. Maybe it's because I'm her friend. But I'll say it now. If traffic is all it takes to keep you away from her, then you aren't worth it. After speaking, he hung up, letting silence consume the car. He's right. I looked out the window in search of something, anything I could use to get her. My eyes widened as I noticed a person on a motorcycle speaking to someone through the open window. I got out of my car and ran towards. Please, I exclaimed as I can deal with your. I need to get to my wife. I don't have time. Please let me borrow your motorcycle. You can use my car. I blurted out. What? I don't have the time to explain. Just please give me. I'll give you money. Anything. My contact information's in the car. I'm pretty sure we already went through this, so still I'm not gonna, but I'll still continue. I'm not reading this. I'm going to cry. We did come on our anniversary. You promised. You promised it, but you never kept the promise. This is why whenever I actually make a promise, I actually say it. Because I actually do the promise, and everyone thinks that I'm just naive. But the truth be told, it's just because I don't like breaking promises. Because why would I make a promise that I can't keep? And if I ever dared or ever did make or manage to break a promise, I would be hella sad and cry. Actually, I actually did once by accident. My mom said that I'd call her back. I told my mom I'd call her back, but I never did. I mean, she's still alive, but I broke a promise. This is the worst part of all those words that you promised made to me on the day we got married. You broke every single one of those promises. Maybe if you had told me this yesterday, I would have fallen into your arms, but I can't do that anymore. I'm not the woman in your heart, and I've come to accept that. Maybe not wholeheartedly, but I'm trying to let go. Please, I made a mistake that lasted 3 months, a mistake that you never tried to fix until the day I finally decided to put myself first. A mistake that drove me to the edge and nearly pushed me off. A mistake that made myself cry to sleep every night. A mistake that made me too afraid to sleep because I knew that you'd be gone when I woke up the next morning. A mistake that made me realize that I've been doing something I shouldn't have been doing. I shouldn't have done from the beginning. From the beginning, I put you first. I put you before me, and I realize now that. I shouldn't have done that. Because in the end, I was only teaching both you and myself that I came fast. It's not that I don't love you anymore. As a matter of fact, I don't think I'll ever stop loving you. The problem is that I don't want to continue loving you. Just pause the video. I can't read this anymore. I read this. I can't. Please just pause the video. If I go too fast, I just read fast. And also because I already read this and breaking a promise hurts and leaves me broken. But yeah. That part where the florist said, shit, hold up, I forgot. But seriously, when it was like, I don't know, I can't remember, but still, once you turn your back, well, once you think that they turn your back already, they actually never did. They're just watching you, but you can't see that. Because you don't want them to know that you've been doing. And we're back at this part. I mean, this is a happy part too, so I like it. So I don't really mind reading this again. So yeah. Mama, Mama, look! Cheered Mio as she pointed at a large teddy bear through a store window. Do you like the teddy bear? I asked, smiling at my daughter as I held her in my arms. Don't spoil her, laughed Mina. After leaving my old life behind, I completely cut off ties with everyone, including Izuku and Ochako. I made new friends. Why can't you just call her Rar? Anyway. Mina being my closest, and I learned how to be happy again. I had given birth to Miyu 2.5 years ago. Ever since then, I worked on being happy and letting go of my past for her sake, of course. I never forgot him. In fact, it would be a lie to say that I no longer loved him. It was hard to forget him when Miyu resembled him so much. She had beautiful snow white hair that turned to red at that turned to red. I was right, idiot. To red at the tips, paired with bright teal eye hues that were filled with curiosity. In her, I saw him. Mama, can we get the bear? Asked Mia as she stared through the window. You're spoiling her, said Mina. Well, she has an entire closet of stuffed toys. But she doesn't have a bear that's 3 times her size, I replied, laughing as I made my way towards the store with Mina following behind. The bear is nearly the size of you. Are we really going to haul it around the mall? Questioned Mina as I lifted the bear from its shelf. With one arm holding Miyu in the other, Mina grabbed, the bear, carrying it for me. Thanks, and yes, we will be carrying it around. Excuse me, then. She groaned and bear. Oh crap! Hold up, bear. I really need to do that voice now. It's cute. Cheered Miyu with a laugh. Thank you, Mama. This will be 6,000 yen. I can't do any voice. Stated the cashier. I swiped my card and we made our way out of the store. That's an awful lot for a bear, said Mina, eyeing the bag in my hand. Yeah, I guess it's not like I'm low on money, I replied. I nearly forgot that you became a famous author, said Mina. Your books are being sold everywhere. Shh, not so loud. Others will find out the identity of Mahokaya. I joked. You'll expose me. Why do you use a pen name? I mean, one day I'm actually going to be exposing my whole thing, except my address, of course. Because, like, I don't care. YouTube's gonna die soon. Might as well make the best of it, I guess. Some people prefer to stay under the radar. I wanted to be able to work from home so I could take care of Mew. So I believe becoming a writer with an alias was a good option. I explained. I understand. I'd want to avoid as much attention as possible, especially if I had a child. So I mean, oh, isn't that Bakugo? Bakugo? I thought he practically lived in his office. And he's with a handsome guy. Exclaimed. Let's go! I don't know what the hell that was, but okay. Grabbed the hand that was clearing the bag with the bear and began dragging me by my wrist. We entered a nicely decorated cafe, which was filled with people. Mina dragged me towards where she had claimed to have seen Bakugo. Someone walked in the room and I did not care. Hey, why don't you close the door? She's outside. Come on, I'm making a Read that shit. My sister's stupid. No, she's out there. This is why I should lock the door. Oh, shit. Shizzle, man. Wait, did I curse? Okay, I cannot continue this video anymore because I'm going to probably be bitten by my ass. But still, I have to end the video now. This will be an hour long if I still keep doing this, and my space, I don't think my space can handle it anymore. But, oh, hold up. Oh. Check out the writer, the author behind it all. This is it's Wattpad, and I like Wattpad. This is what I do in my home time. I mean, there was no school anyway, so yeah. Hold up. Let me just story info. There we go. luanomicon. Please read this yourself. And yeah, this is my profile. Honestly, I don't know why. I just still anyway. I don't believe it. Anyway, bye.